6-hour bus trip from Vang to Vientiane. So this is where we have stopped for lunch. Look at this view. It's incredible. The bus ride is long and windy, but the camera like really can't pick up how green Laos is. I don't think I've ever seen this shade of green before. And now we're going to another pub. Stay back! So right now we're having breakfast. The view is just incredible, and today we're going to go kayaking and caving down this river. We're also going to go for a boat cruise in the afternoon, which should be really fun. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Kayaking and caving was absolutely amazing. It was so fun. And now we're about to go on a boat cruise and have some lunch and have some drinks, which should be heaps of fun. I think we won't be back till like 7, so yeah. This is the boat we're taking. Not that, the house looking thing. That's the boat. We got back from the boat cruise and now we're just going to go out for some dinner. We're going to go to an Irish bar and then we'll go to the markets probably just to have a look around. I was going to go out and drink and party, but I think I'm way too tired for that. We have to get up really early tomorrow morning. So yeah, I think it's just going to be dinner and markets. We're back home now. I can't believe I thought I was going to go out. I'm so tired. We have to get up very, very early tomorrow morning because we are going to Vientiane tomorrow morning. I'm very excited for Vientiane, but I know that the next 2 days, Vientiane and then Phnom Penh in Cambodia, are going to be pretty emotionally draining. We're going to be finding out a lot about history of the Vietnam War and things like that. It's going to be pretty sad. But I'm still looking forward to learning a lot about the history. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to bed. Good night. We are at our hotel in We're not in Vang Vieng, we're in Vientiane. Don't do that. Oh. We've arrived at our hotel in Vientiane. It's been a pretty good day. It's been an interesting day. When we got on our bus in Vang Vieng, about 30 minutes into the trip, I was just sitting in the bus, looking out the window, listening to music. You know, it's raining, rainy season, you know, all that. And I see this motorcyclist on our side of the road, and he's coming like pretty quickly. And then I see him just lose control a little bit. He just keeps coming and then smack into the bus. Everyone on the bus is okay. The cyclist was fine. He was just a little bit sore. He was sitting on the ground and he like really wanted to get his motorcycle and leave, but the motorcycle was under the bus and the bus driver didn't want him to leave because in Laos you have to have, it was definitely the cyclist's fault, and in Laos you have to have an official witness or something like that. So the police had to come and have a look for anything to be done about it. So we're waiting on our bus for like 2 hours, and that was fine waiting on the bus. I mean, we just sort of talked, played a couple of games, had some fun, so it wasn't too bad. So the police finally showed up and, you know, kind of assessed the situation, money was given over, blah blah blah. Then we sort of got a bit of like a rundown as to what happened afterwards, and our tour guide came in and told us that he was high on meth, it was a stolen bike, and he had 5 million kip on him. So there's a story. But after that we kept going and we got to Vientiane and we went and had a look at some temples. So here's that. And then we went and had a look at the Victory Gate. The Victory Gate is based on the Arc de Triomphe in France, but they've given it a bit of a Lao flair. So it's very pretty. And then came the pretty sad part of the day actually. We learnt on the bus a bit about the US's bombings in Laos, and it was really sad. So many people have been victim to these bombs at the time of the war and still today, because they bombed cluster bombs and some of them didn't explode. The Ho Chi Minh Trail in Laos, they bombed all that with cluster bombs, and cluster bombs, they fall and they're in a big canister and then they all fall out, and when they fall they just explode shrapnel everywhere. But the big problem was that about 20 to 30% of those bombs never exploded in the war. So they were just left in the fields, and whenever people would stand on them they would either like seriously injure or kill. So we went to this place called the Cope Center, which is where victims of the bombs can, or I think it's any physical disability actually, can go and get prosthetic legs and arms, things like that. Our group donated about 300 Australian dollars, which it was about 3.5 prosthetic legs in Laos. But it was really interesting to learn about. I think it's really important that we learn about these sorts of things so they don't have to happen again. So there is a little bit of footage, but obviously I didn't film a lot in there. It felt a bit wrong. So that was our day so far. We're in Vientiane, the capital city of Laos. For the rest of the night we'll probably go to dinner, go to the markets, just see what's sort of happening around, and just see what happens. Cute little balcony from our hotel room. Very humid, very hot, but amazing. I love it here. It's dinner time. Didn't film anything, so that's Vientiane. We just basically had some dinner and then we went out for a couple more drinks, started raining really heavily, and then we came home and just had snacks and a chat, which was really nice, and now I'm going to bed. Anyway, good night.